Hi there, this is Ranjit and I have the Xiaomi Redmi 3S with me, which is a budget-oriented Android phone. And in this video, we'll be doing the unboxing and I'll give you a first look. And as you can see, this product is made in India, so it's nice to see that. This is being made in India. In fact, it's made in Chittoor district in Andhra Pradesh. And again, this is the what do you say, a new model from Xiaomi. This one comes with actually a Snapdragon 430 chipset, which is actually a octa-core processor. So this is the device that we have, and regarding the pricing, I'll have the link and the details in the YouTube show notes below. So this is the handset itself, and this is in the gold variant, and it also gives us some SAR info, and it says that the SAR value is 0.67. That is what it is. Again, this is again that aluminum, and we have over the camera. So that's the thing. And we also have this. So let's take this out. Let's look what else do we get in the box. Generally, don't get a lot of stuff with Xiaomi devices, but let's see. We do get some paperwork, and it's in English. Gives you a basic idea about the device, and yeah, the warranty info. And we also get a SIM ejector tool with this one. And this is a 5 volt 2 amp charger that we are getting, and the USB cable. So let me keep these things to the side. So here is the handset itself, and it sports a 5-inch screen, which is a 720p IPS grade screen, and it holds a what do you say, sealed battery, which is a 4100 milliamp hour. And so the battery life should be really good. But let me give you a physical overview. We have the 3.5mm headphone jack on this end, and we also have IR blaster, so that's nice to see. Xiaomi is giving that. Again, volume rockers, power on off button gives a good feel. Again, this is metallic. On the bottom we have the main microphone, opening for the micro USB slot that will be used for charging. And on this end we just have the what do you say, SIM tray. Let me actually open that up and give you an idea. So we can just pop this open, and as you can see, it's a sort of a hybrid solution. The first SIM slot is a regular one, but the second one you can substitute it for a micro SD card or a what do you say, SIM 2. So again, they're opting for the hybrid solution. And by the way, this model is with 3 gigabytes of RAM and 32 gigabytes of internal storage. So let's just power this on. And this feels like a mini what do you say, Redmi Note 3, to be frank. The Redmi Note 3 had a 5.5-inch screen, but this one has a 5-inch screen, but it's just shrunken down. It just feels like that. Obviously it has the fingerprint scanner also, and by the time it actually boots up and I set it up, let me give you a configuration overview. This new Redmi 3S is powered by the Snapdragon 430 chipset, which is actually a octa-core processor. The model that we have comes with 32 gigabytes of internal storage with 3 gigabytes of RAM. It also has the Adreno 505 GPU, a fingerprint scanner, IR blaster, and it has a 4100 milliamp hour battery. So I'm just going to set up the fingerprint scanner. You just tap in, and it gives us haptic feedback when we do that. To click a lot of times, and it says we are done. We'll check that. So we are almost set up, and it did take a lot of time, about 5 minutes. So this is the first boot for the device, and again it runs that custom UI that is known as the MIUI. So let's just and it says new themes are available. Let's go to the settings. These are the quick toggles. If you have used any Xiaomi device, this will be familiar. You can customize these. So let's go to about the device, and as you can see, this is the 3 gigabyte RAM model that comes with 32 gigabytes of internal storage, and out of that 32 gigabytes you do get about 24 gigabytes. So storage should not be a what do you say, issue, and it's running on that new Snapdragon 430 chipset, which is an octa-core clocked at 1.4 gigahertz. So let's just go. One thing that I've noticed is that these buttons are not backlit, so that is something that you have to know. And as you can see, out of that 3 gigabytes we get about 2.1 gigabytes of RAM that is free to us. And as I've mentioned, it looks like just a smaller variant of the Redmi Note 3. This is the regular Redmi Note 3 that comes with 5.5 inch screen. As you can see, it just feels like a shrink down version, and even from the back it simply looks like that. So again, if you like the Redmi Note 3 and were always looking for a compact version of the same, this is the one. Again, I have to test how will be the gaming performance, because this is one of the newer phones that comes with the Snapdragon 430 chipset. So I have to actually check how it does with gaming, but as it has a 720p screen, it should not be an issue. Regarding the screen quality, as you can see, the viewing angles look to be good. I have to test how good is the screen quality in direct sunlight. I'll test that later on. Let's also look at the camera. The rear facing camera is supposed to be a 13 megapixel shooter, whereas the front facing camera is supposed to be a 5 megapixel shooter. So let's quickly also look at this one. These pictures were shot with the rear facing camera, that's the 13 megapixel camera on this Redmi 3S, and as you can see, outdoor shots come out to be good. They have good detail, and also the pictures are not oversaturated. You can also get some decent depth of field if you have the patience. For indoor shots, you have to be careful, otherwise yes, it can come out to be blurry, but still I would say it does a far better job than most of the other budget oriented Android phones out there. Also, let's test the fingerprint scanner. We have already set it, so as you can see, it's in standby, and the moment you tap, it unlocks. So the fingerprint scanner is fast, as you can see, no issues there, so that's a good thing. So that's it for now for this unboxing and first look at this Redmi 3S. If you have any other particular questions regarding this device, do post your questions in the YouTube comments below, and I'll try to include them in my review. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video.